And Moldova's history with wine is as old as the hills that cradle the vineyards. Our diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibal visited Moldova's famous wine cellar and the vineyards. He brings us a ground report. Take a look.
Wine is an integral part of Moldova's culture and identity. WION visited one of the famous wineries of the country, the Cricova winery. It's a vast underground cellar. It is a labyrinth of tunnels that stretches over miles and holds over 2 million bottles of wine. As Moldova looks to new markets like India, wineries like this have a big role to play.
We have in total 120 kilometers of labyrinths, from which you're using 80 for wine and sparkling wine storaging. Now there you can see we have barrels where we keep wine. Also, so there was a mine for limestone. You can see the stone on the ceiling. And then in 1947 it was brought there the first wine. Then in 1952 it was opened officially like a winery.
Known for its exceptional vintage and rare wines, the Cricova winery is a popular destination for wine enthusiasts from all over the world.
And inside the Cricova winery, this is one of the largest winery in Moldova. And remember, Moldova is the largest producer of wine in entire Europe and the world as well. This barrel can store up to 8 tons of wine, and as we have seen from the visuals, there are a number of barrels in this underground city here in Cricova.
The place has its own underground cinema, a museum, and a wine tasting place. In many ways, it is Moldova's national heritage. The Moldovan government has a dedicated collection of wines for world leaders who have visited the place. Our guide Anna showed a collection of former German Chancellor Angela Merkel.
So for red wines, if it's a young wine, it will have intense red color. How you're getting older, it will lose the color, different with the white wines. Also, when you will swirl the wine in a glass, and you will stop, you will see how the glass starts to going down tears of the wine or legs of the wine. It says if these tears following down slowly, this means that this wine have a high percentage of alcohol and it's more oily, more dense.
And how can you leave a place like this without tasting the wine? The best of the best in Moldova.
I'm here in this underground cellar, and this is the place where Moldovians process and preserve their wine. And with me is Dina ma'am, who has been our host here, telling us how, of course, they preserve their wine, but also when it comes to wine tasting, we were able to taste these best of best wines here in Moldova. Many will be jealous of your job as a wine taster. How do you see your job as a wine taster?
So definitely this is the best job in the world.
Best job in the world, but essentially when it comes to Moldova, their traditional markets have been European Union, but they're keen to go to new markets like India. And on that note, chase you ma'am, or as they say, Norok here in Moldova.
Norok.
The Cricova winery is not the only gem in Moldova's winery crown. There is also the Chateau Varteli winery, a modern and innovative winery that has embraced new technology to appeal to a younger generation of wine lovers. The Chateau Varteli winery is famous for its award-winning wines and its commitment to producing high-quality, sustainable wines. The people of Moldova are proud of their wine heritage, and they celebrate it with festivals and events throughout the year. Here they believe wine is not just a drink, but a way of life, to be shared with friends and family, toasting to their good health and happiness. Siddhant Sibal reports from Moldova for WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.